Mia Khalifa. You've probably heard her name before. I mean, who hasn't? The whole world knows Mia Khalifa as the former #1 porn star, a title that made her an internet sensation almost overnight. But today, we're diving deep into the real story of Mia Khalifa, beyond the headlines and the controversies. From her childhood in Lebanon to her move to the USA, where she faced bullying and struggled with body image, to her unexpected entry into the adult film industry at just 21. We'll talk about the infamous hijab controversy that sparked global outrage, the death threats she received, and how her family disowned her. We'll also uncover the exploitative contracts that left her with almost nothing, while her videos racked up billions of views, and how she walked away from the industry after just 3 months, battling shame, mental health challenges, and the weight of her past. But that's not where her story ends. Fast forward to today, Mia Khalifa has completely transformed her life. She's now a sports commentator, an activist, and a social media star with over 30 million followers, using her platform to advocate for self-love, reform in the adult industry, and a new identity far beyond her past. So buckle up, because this journey is going to be eye-opening, emotional, and inspiring. But before we make this video even more fun, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button right now so you can get notifications for every new video first. Let's get started. Mia's early life, a childhood in Lebanon. All right, let's take it back to the beginning. Mia Khalifa was born in 1993 in Beirut, Lebanon, into a Catholic family. Growing up, she went to a French private school where she learned to speak English, French, and Arabic. Pretty impressive, right? Life in Beirut was vibrant, but things took a big turn when Mia was just 8 years old. In 2001, her family decided to move to the USA, settling in Montgomery County, Maryland. Now, this move came right around the time of the September 11th attacks, and for a young Lebanese girl in America, that timing made things really tough. Mia faced a lot of bullying at school because of her Middle Eastern background and darker skin. Kids would call her names, and she felt completely isolated. On top of that, she struggled with her weight and body image, which only made her feel worse about herself. She once shared in an interview that she couldn't even look in the mirror without hate at what she saw. To cope, Mia threw herself into sports like lacrosse and even attended a military school for a while, hoping to find some structure and confidence. But those insecurities stuck with her, and they'd play a big role in her life later on. College years and a dangerous path to validation. Fast forward to her college years. Mia moved to Texas to study history at the University of Texas at El Paso. During this time, she was still battling low self-esteem. She lost 60 pounds in an unhealthy way using laxatives, which left her with excess skin. To feel better about her body, she got a breast lift with implants, but even that didn't fix how she felt inside. Mia later said that her self-worth depended so much on validation from others, especially men. She'd think, if a guy gives me attention, I need to hold on to it because I might never get it again. That mindset made her vulnerable, and it set the stage for what came next. After graduating, Mia moved to Miami, working odd jobs like at a burger restaurant and as a paralegal. But in 2014, at the age of 21, her life took a drastic turn. One day, while walking down the street, a man from a porn agency stopped her and said, "You're so gorgeous. Would you like to model for me?" Mia was shocked. She thought, "Me? Really?" Desperate for validation, she took his card, and just 2 weeks later, she signed a contract with Bang Bros, a major adult film company. She thought, no one will ever find out. Oh, how wrong she was. The adult film industry, a 3-month nightmare. Mia's time in the adult film industry was short, just 3 months, but it changed her life forever. In those 3 months, she filmed about 11 to 12 videos, but one scene made her an overnight sensation. In December 2014, she shot a video wearing a hijab, the Islamic headscarf, while performing explicit acts. Now, Mia isn't Muslim, she was raised Catholic, but the producers pressured her into doing the scene. She voiced her concerns, saying she didn't want to wear the hijab. But the 4 white male producers laughed at her, making her feel small and powerless. So, she gave in, thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. Boy, was she wrong. That video went viral, and Mia became the most searched actress on Pornhub practically overnight. But the fame came at a horrific cost. The hijab scene sparked international outrage, especially in the Middle East, where sexuality and nudity are major taboos. Many Muslim women wear the hijab as a symbol of modesty and faith, and seeing it used in a porn video was seen as deeply disrespectful. Mia started receiving death threats, including from the terrorist group ISIS, who sent her a manipulated image of her beheading. They even hacked her Instagram and sent her a Google Maps screenshot of her address in Miami. Can you imagine how terrifying that must have been? The fallout, family disownment, and isolation. The backlash didn't stop there. Mia's family found out about her porn career, and they were devastated. They released a public statement saying her actions didn't reflect their Catholic values, her upbringing, or her Lebanese roots, and they hoped she'd come to her senses. They completely distanced themselves from her, leaving Mia feeling abandoned. She was banned from returning to Lebanon, and she felt like the whole world was against her. On the streets, people would yell at her, whistle at her, or harass her, treating her like a mix of a hate object and a sex object. Mia later shared in an interview, "I felt like people could see through my clothes. It brought me deep shame." To make matters worse, she barely made any money from her videos. While her content racked up over 1.2 billion views on Pornhub, earning the production companies millions, Mia says she only made $12,000. Bang Bros claimed she earned $178,000. But either way, it's a tiny fraction of what the companies profited. Her contract was exploitative. She had no rights to her videos, and even today, people repurpose her old content into compilations, and she can't do anything about it. Leaving the industry, a fresh start, but not without struggles. By early 2015, just 3 months after she started, Mia had had enough. She quit the adult film industry for good. But leaving didn't erase the past. She tried to live a normal life, working as a paralegal and bookkeeper, but people recognized her everywhere, making her feel judged and unsafe. At one point, she was living in a cockroach-infested apartment, crying alone with her dogs, who she says kept her going during her darkest days. Mia struggled with PTSD, shame, and isolation. She felt like her past was a stain she could never wash away, and she even worried about how it would affect her future children one day. But Mia wasn't ready to give up. In 2016, she started therapy, which became a turning point for her. She began to work through her shame and insecurities, and slowly, she started rebuilding her life. She moved to Austin, Texas, after meeting a supportive friend named Rachel online, who gave her the unconditional love she desperately needed. For a while, Mia did camming to make ends meet, but by June 2017, she stopped all nude work completely. A new chapter: sports, activism, and social media stardom. Now, here's where Mia's story gets really inspiring. She decided to follow her true passion: sports. Mia reinvented herself as a sports commentator and host, working with outlets like Complex and even collaborating with NBA legend Gilbert Arenas. She poured her energy into building a new career, and she didn't stop there. Mia also became a social media powerhouse, with over 30 million followers on Instagram and TikTok. On these platforms, she shares her life, her humor, and her journey, often poking fun at her past while using her voice to advocate for change. Mia is now a fierce activist, speaking out about the exploitative practices in the adult film industry. She's called for better protections for sex workers, like mandatory contract reviews, and has demanded that her old videos be removed from platforms like Pornhub, though she's been denied because she was already paid for the work. She's also used her platform to raise money for causes like the Lebanese Red Cross after the 2020 Beirut blast, even though she faced backlash for it. Over time, she's noticed a shift in how Lebanon perceives her, which has been a small victory. Personal growth and a happier life. On a personal level, Mia has come a long way too. She's been open about her toxic relationships in the past, including a marriage at 18 to an older man and another relationship where she explored her identity but ended up hurt by infidelity. But today, she's in a happy marriage with her husband, whom she met after leaving the industry. She's also worked hard to heal through therapy, focusing on self-love and authenticity. Mia now uses her OnlyFans account, not for nude content, but to share glimpses of her daily life and support charitable causes. One of her biggest goals is to teach young girls to love themselves and avoid the mistakes she made. In an interview, she once said, "Don't rely on men or anyone else for your happiness." Mia wants to be seen as more than her past. She's a woman who's grown, learned, and is still learning, especially about the sex work community and how to advocate for better treatment. Closing thoughts. Should Mia be defined by her past? So, after hearing Mia Khalifa's full story, what do you think? Should she be forever defined by the mistakes she made at 21? I mean, we all mess up, right? But most of us are lucky enough not to have the whole world watching and re-watching our worst moments. Mia's journey shows us that it's possible to rise above your past, to grow, and to create a new identity, even when the odds are stacked against you. Her story is a reminder to be kind to others, to support those who are trying to change, and to never judge someone based on a single chapter of their life. What do you guys think about Mia's transformation? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Learn English Through Novel Stories for more inspiring stories like this one. See you in the next video.